Deep in the dungeon known as the Betrayer's Rise, our heroes have overcome many obstacles to this point, solving riddles and battling creatures too horrific to countenance. During our last session, you guys found your way into the Room of Revelry, where you danced with flaming spirits and found a way past a stained glass window into a hallway full of excoriating chains that were able to pull you guys to the floor and begin draining your life essences away, flooding your minds with a semblance of deep dread and compulsion to kneel. Deciding to skip that room, you decided instead to go to the side room where a collection of spiders and indeed driders, former members of the Aurora Watch who had been taken and twisted and corrupted by this dark place, have decided to attack you, but you guys overcame that challenge as well. And you have now taken a short rest, and we will now resume back down to the Betrayer's Rest, or Betrayer's Rise, to figure out where you guys are going next. Alright, so a couple tech points. Rook, the dark vision that you're giving to Kitty, what's going on there? Is that's looks like it ends for an hour?
So
It
it
says
lasts an
much-
hour. Yeah,
Yeah.
so after the short rest, I'm gonna re-up it, which just cost me a first level spell slot.
Okay, great. Alright, so let's pick it back up where you guys left off. You guys are here. You have just defeated the Driders and their spider minions as well. You know that the room that you set ablaze over here with the webs where the Driders came from, you should know that those webs are probably destroyed at this point. You also know that beyond the stained glass window to the north is, of course, the hallway of chains that I mentioned. And some of you have already failed some of those checks. Some of you have not had the opportunity to try and resist. So, with the Driders lying dead and the creatures and your paths still unclear as of yet, a quick note for our listeners. As of this recording, which is being made the 23rd of February, this is where we finally had access to the Monstrous Manual 24. Or 25, if you're being pedantic, I guess. Yeah, so what I have done is I have taken most of the monsters for this module and have updated them to the 2024 rule set, because most of our players are either fully 2024 or some variation thereupon. Not to mention our current rule set, for the most part, has been 2024, and I want to try and get it as close as possible. So if you're hearing this now, on whatever date you're listening to this, and you're like, that monster doesn't do that, for 2024, it might do that. A lot of monsters did change, a lot of resistance has changed, and I'm also saying this to our players, too. Yeah, just keep that in mind. If it's a monster you're keenly familiar with, and we're all gaming pros here, some of us know monsters backwards and forwards, but some of that has changed, and so you'll want to keep an eye on that. All right. So, you guys are still in the Basilica of Revelry, where the two rows of black stone pillars, marbled with white veins, supported the vaulted ceiling. You know that behind that door to the east is where the Driders came out of, and what would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna give my Vigilant Blessing to Kitty.
Okay, Kitty receives Vigilant Blessing from Rook, and I'm going to mark that with the sigil there.
So you just see a little spectral raven hop up on your shoulder and it's kind of just watching your back.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and put my turret on my back.
Okay, turret goes on your back, and I will mark you with a red sigil for that. There we go.
So, did you want to go down the spider hallway, or I can go ahead and check out the chained hallway?
Yeah, I want to see if there's anything in here.
Okay.
All right.
Make sure we're not, leaving enemies behind us.
Okay. So, as the door opens back up, all these spider webs and that sort of things you guys are seeing on the VTT, those are completely gone, burned away. There is a haunting song that still reverberates through this half-collapsed chamber. It was previously interspersed with a clicking sound of the Driders moving about, but nothing else there. The thick spider webs were previously giving off a pale green glow, stretching from floor to ceiling, but those have been burned away. 4 corpses that were previously cocooned in the webs now lie kind of like in various heaps now that the webs have been burned out. Kind of like now the corpses are scorched and blackened, and they are over here by the western wall. And that's what you kind of see from your vantage point. What would you guys like to do?
Check out the corpses.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, come on in, Magnus and Rook, as you both step inside. Magnus, the corpses are piled up here on the western wall, as mentioned. The fire that ripped through the room has left them blackened and charred, but for the most part, the corpses are relatively intact. What would you like to do?
Gonna do an investigation on them, check them out.
Okay, instead
perception.
Around here, it's a perception roll. Perception to see, investigation to understand. Okay. With a 22, you find on one of the bodies, these corpses are the remains of an Aurora Watch expedition that was trapped in the Betrayer's Rise. Most of their equipment has been burned away thanks to the fire from the webs, but on the bodies you find an onyx-hilted longsword that appears to bear no scorch marks from the fire and appears to be relatively intact.
Okay, onyx hilted, okay.
Ooh, that's a nice sword there, Magnus.
Yeah, there you go. Go ahead and try it out. Yeah, take a look at it. I don't know if it's cursed or not, but, just keep that in mind. I will start, if I could find the dog tags off these people and any of the Drider, I will collect them.
That's fine. You collect about, I think, 6 tags doing that.
Okay. Right. What do we got down here?
I'm just gonna look over the sword. Does it appear to be magical?
You're not entirely sure, but it's relatively fine make. In fantastic condition, you think it would have taken some blackening, or even the hilt might have been damaged by the flames, but that's not the case.
Okay. I will sheath it on my back later.
Can I see it really quick?
Sure.
Oh, just a second, I gotta find it.
Sure.
I'll use my magical awareness and look at the sword.
All right, Kitty. As your sensors sweep over the sword, do you want to describe how that looks for us, or?
I think it's just like a pink, like the copy light on a copy machine. Like it scans across it, but in pink.
Okay. The presence of concentrated magic with your Xerox eyes, apparently. Yes, the sword is magical. Of course, magic items do not contain a school, so as such, but that it is a magical weapon of some description.
That was me whispering. It was magic.
Okay.
Oh.
Awesome.
All right, I'll put that in the win column.
I can cast Identify at a later time if you'd like.
Probably for the best.
Maybe when we sit down tonight.
Okay.
What's going on down this hallway down here?
Who is in possession of the sword? Is that Rook?
I have it, yeah.
Okay, and Rook, you can add a mysterious sword to your inventory.
Okay, cool.
Magnus, you look down the hallway to the south. The webs are, of course, as I said, no longer there. You can see like a bits of like broken rubble and that sort of thing that proceeds further south, but your vision doesn't go. Your eyes of night don't go very far. You do see that the passage does continue on. Eventually, as you get closer and closer.
It looks like we got a full path down here if we want to go this way, or we can go down the chained hallway, although some of us had some problems with that, so I'm thinking this must be a better way.
Well, I wonder if this is where the rubble was blocking earlier.
Oh, maybe.
I don't prefer bugs, but I also don't know how I'm going to get through that hallway without being dragged to hell.
Well, nobody looked at it. Like, no one made a check even. If we just walked away. Religion, Arcana.
For the Chained Oblivion thing?
Yeah.
We can go in there and look. It's just, I guess it'd just be me. Which is fine, because I have all those checks.
You know what? I have another situation available as well. Kitty, with your magical awareness feat, there is another detail here. As you are activating your magical awareness, I think this works. As you're looking at the walls, you see what appears to be a mural composed of ghostly figures on the walls of the chamber. The figures all have their mouths open as though singing or screaming, and you realize that this, for some reason, is the source of the haunting song that reverberates through this chamber. One figure, behind you, in the middle of the north wall, holds a large book that is glowing faintly, and that's what you see with your magic awareness.
So, a mural with a glowing book?
That's right. Well, now again, the walls, all of them are festooned with murals, but specifically behind you, the one of the figures in the mural is holding a glowing book.
I'll poke it.
As you press the book, let's see here. Okay. As you press the book, there is a grinding noise, and suddenly a door opens up in the northwest alcove, or northeast alcove. You have found a secret door.
What just happened?
Kitty's the best.
Oh. Well, good on you, Kitty.
I'm very magical.
It is a tiny room.
Yes, Ben, it is a tiny room. And inside that tiny room, what you see is a small room lined with moldering leather-bound books.
Interesting.
As we found Magnus's room.
But I do want to take a look at it. Let's see.
Just adding books.
Does this... Oh, it's only for a turn that you get that awareness.
Yeah, it's like an instantaneous thing. Do you have
Alright.
detect magic, Magnus?
Wait, hold on.
It
I
might
think
be
I do.
useful in this place.
I do. I can cast it as a ritual.
You got it.
I got it.
Okay. If you're
Take 10.
ritual casting that, I can ritual cast identify on the sword.
Okay.
Works for me.
Okay. Let's do we want to go into the other room, or do we just want to do it in the spider hallway?
If you guys are
Technically,
gonna do
all the
that,
spiders are
then
gone.
I can do, I can go check out the chained hallway and do religion checks and stuff like that.
Okay.
Divide and conquer.
Sure, yeah. If you guys are gonna do ritual casting.
Kitty sits and plays solitude.
Okay, so let's go through this one at a time. What are you guys doing again? So let's start with the group over here in the secret room, since we're in the middle of that. What are you guys doing here?
So I'm gonna ritual cast detect magic.
Okay, sit down, begin ritual casting detect magic, and 10 minutes will start going by. Venn, you also start an identify ritual for the sword. Kitty, you're playing solitaire. And Magnus, you enter into the northern hallway once again. Once again, the feeling of oppressible dread tries to overwhelm you, but you shake it off, having previously saved in this chamber and are immune to any further effects. Ahead of you... Anyway, what would you like to do?
So, I guess we're gonna do some religion checks. This is just to kind of get a little bit more info about this room and how this kind of is working.
Okay, I'll take an investigation check. That's fine.
Okay.
For listeners, I got pretty far in my game of solitaire, but I didn't beat it.
Oh.
All right, Magnus, 16 for the area. What you determine is that this room is clearly another sort of demonic presence that forces people to kneel in supplication to the demons that ran the Betrayer's Rise. You remember what was said in the first instance of this: imprison those who cannot resist you, drag all life into darkness. As you're thinking about that, that's really mostly what you come up with, is the fact that this is mostly like a sort of veneration to demons and devils, and it's in any sort of like good demonic sense, it's automatically forced, like or it's being forced upon people. Like there's no, even like a willing supplicant would still be like forced to their knees and probably like dragged by the chains, because demons are pretty awful creatures like that, pretty well given to chaotic evil, madness, and that sort of thing. That's what you pick up. you realize that you're not going to be able to get through this without just resisting the effects at first glance.
Gotcha. And in this hole,
Mm-hmm.
you said it was like 100 feet deep. Is it just the size of the hole, or does it lead to a massive room, it looks like?
As you look down the hole with your dark vision, how far does your dark vision go?
I think it only goes to 60, because I think it's 30 bright, 30 dim, I think.
Okay.
It's
And
just
unfortunately, you don't see the bottom of the hole.
I'll check. I want to kick the anthill.
Well, I'll tell you what, while you're thinking about that, let's go back to the other room. 10 minutes have gone by, and Rook and Venn, your powers activate. And by your powers combined, you are Captain Planet.
Woohoo!
Let me start with Venn, because that's the easiest. Venn, you identify the longsword as a +1 longsword called the Sword of Selene, with an attunement feature.
Excellent. I will share that with my companions.
Okay. And Rook, you activated Detect Magic. So let's see what you see. Alright, this is our 8. Okay. And the books themselves do not appear to be magical. The only other thing that lights up with magic is the the sword that Venn is currently investigating. Strangely enough, well, actually, I'd say your Detect Magic would probably pick up the creepy murals on the walls as well, and now you're starting to see them.
Okay.
You realize that this is a sort of like potent illusion magic. Kitty would have gotten that information too. But yeah, it's mostly illusion magic on these walls that was apparently pointing you in this direction.
Does the wall have... I'm sorry, the wall that I looked at, did it have a title to the book?
Oh, on the book? No. It's mostly like he's like holding the book like open, like in his hands or something like that. You don't see like the front or the title or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just basically like an abstract representation of a book. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So no title. But there are plenty of titles and books on this stack here, and Rook, you do not appear to know that you don't see that they are magical.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna kind of go in and start digging through them, see if I can find anything interesting.
Okay, that'll take you about 20 minutes to do. 10 minutes to do. Venn, are you doing anything special during that extra 10 minutes?
So he didn't find anything in the pile. He's
just now started searching. I'm asking if you're doing anything in the 10 minutes it'll take him to do that.
right, but the detect magic didn't detect anything in the pile.
Oh, no. Mm-mm.
Okay. No, I don't think I'm gonna be doing anything specific. I'll just I'll sit and play cards with Kitty. We can.
Well, if we're gonna look through the books, I'll help look through the books.
Okay, that's fine.
I might go out and I'm not gonna go in the room where Magnus is, but I might like stand at the doorway just in case like anything happens to him. I can kind of help.
Right. So, Kitty, you enter into the chamber and start digging through the books with Rook to help him out. Meanwhile, Magnus, what did you land on to do?
Yeah. I look back at Venn. About to throw a torch down there.
Very well. I will be standing here outside of the hallway if you need me.
Right? Okay.
Magnus, you huck a torch down there?
Yeah.
Okay. Burn a torch from your equipment. And as currently Venn is in possession of the sword, by the way. And as the torch falls down, that is where you're able to gauge the 100-foot depth. From this floor down to the next floor, which is where it lands. It lands on another floor. You do see that torch go down about 100 feet. So from floor to floor is 100.
Do I see anything down there?
Not at the moment. Unfortunately, the hole is unfortunately a bit... Well, actually, let me hang on a minute. Let me think. Good question. What is this? 10? The circular hole. Okay. So the circular hole at the north end of the hall is the mouth of a shaft that descends 10 feet before opening in the ceiling of the floor down below. The distance from the floor of this hallway to the floor of the room below is 100 feet. As you're looking down there, you see what appears to be a stone arm, kind of like stretching up about this. Then that arm, you estimate it to be about 70 feet tall, and that's what you see with the torch.
Big ass statue.
Yes.
Okay. Well, far too deep. Okay.
Meanwhile, as Rook and Kitty go digging through the books, you guys do turn up mostly moldering texts and that sort of thing. So as you spend 10 minutes searching the small chamber, you find a singular book buried in the debris, open to a page that shows a drawing of a stained glass window, similar to the one that you guys left out here in the Revelry hallway. The rest of the books contain these barely legible scrawlings in abyssal, written by an unsteady hand, detailing the Demon Lord's alliances with the Betrayer gods during the Calamity. But, Rook, as you're digging through the books, written beneath that drawing of the stained glass window is the following mantra. First, praise be to the Spider Queen, whose kingdom was forsaken. Next, exalt the Ruiner, whose spear shook the green earth. In turn, pay homage to Oblivion and the ending of all things. And last, I give myself to the Crawling King. As you're reading that, Rook, give me an intelligence check, please.
6.
With a 6, I'm going to give you advantage on that, by the way, because you guys kind of went through this one, I think.
Yeah.
13, yeah, on a 13, that's still not good enough, but the book at least reminds you of the sigils in the stained glass window outside.
That's the cipher, essentially.
Mm-hmm. That seems to be the case.
All right, I'll throw that book in my pack and.
Okay. Now you can add abyssal book to your inventory.
Well,
That'll come in handy later.
toss the torch down there. Seems like there's a giant statue down there. But if we all really can't get down that hallway, it might be better for us to look around and see what else we got.
Yeah, I have pretty good vision. I might be able to see something you can't.
All right.
I will say identify and detect magic shut off at this point. Because you did spend 10 minutes coming through those books.
Rook, do you want this sword?
I can definitely use it.
Kind of fits your aesthetic.
Rook, what's your primary weapon right now?
It's a longsword.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, you may add a +1 longsword to your inventory. The sword has a name etched into the blade through the identify, revealed during the identify spell is the name Selene. So the sword itself is called the Sword of Selene.
Very elegant title.
Mm-hmm. All right, Magnus, you head back up to the stained glass window chamber, followed by Venn, and then wherever your party's going after that.
Yeah, so like past this point, you're gonna feel a little pressure. Maybe. You might get dunked on. We'll see.
Inside the chamber, the writhing chains and the sounds of hungry demons does slowly whisper into each of your senses. Magnus, though, those noises don't affect you.
Must be Sunday.
What would you guys like to do?
Hey, what you doing, Rook? Are we going in here or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna. You're ready to pull me out, I guess.
Me? Do you want a rope tied on you or something? Maybe Kitty might be able to help?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
All right.
Well,
Uh,
Go ahead, Alan.
So we're gonna try crossing over?
He wanted to look at the hole.
Okay.
Yeah, Rook is just gonna go see if he can see anything more than Magnus can.
Okay.
We're just gonna tie a rope around him in case something happens. I'm gonna go in with him and help with any strength checks, even though I do have athletics, so yeah, I can actually help.
Well, he just has to take a step in, and either he's going down or he's not. So there's no rope needed.
To pull him out?
I picked Venn up.
That is correct.
Not without having to use your hero thing. No, that's not true. You're right. Okay, that's fine. Let's go.
Going in.
All right. Magnus and Rook take a couple steps inside. Now, Rook, you just crossed the threshold, or...
Yeah,
I'm
sorry, I didn't mean to move that far. I'm just stepping in one.
Okay. Magnus, once again, the whispering reaches out to you, but for the moment, your mind is protected. Rook, on the other hand, the feeling of dread and immediate weight begins clawing at the back of you, and wisdom saving throw, Rook. With a 25, you shake off the effects of the room, and you may cross it normally. You are immune for the next 24 hours.
Excellent.
He's gonna kind of shake. He's like, "Yeah, Magnus, you're right. This room is not great."
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks
The
a lot.
the demons seem particularly unhappy with the fact, and they're like, "Submit, submit." But the statements just become like water after a moment, or like conversation in a coffee house or something. It just fades away with your guys' will saves. Rook, you approach the hole at the back of the room. And with your exceedingly powerful dark vision, you look down there and do see much the same that Magnus does. It's a 100-foot drop. What you see immediately is the is the stone, the 70-foot tall stone hand. You get a little bit more detail than Magnus, though. It's not attached to a statue so much. It's actually sort of growing out of the ground.
Okay, it's just like an arm.
It is an arm out of the ground, 70 feet in height.
Okay. What do we want to do?
I think we just gotta cross. Like, it's a test.
Yeah.
Like...
Alright.
So, do we have any buffs to saving throws out on anyone's spell list?
I can cast Bless.
Okay.
Or is there a... Well, look at my spells book. I think I have...
Trying to think of what items we got through this whole thing.
I have Enhance Ability prepared too.
I have Bardic, but I don't know if I get to redo the save or not.
He didn't say... like, you had to die if you stay... You know what I mean?
I suppose you'll just have to find out, Venn.
Okay, well... Okay, I'm assuming your wisdom is not the best.
Right. I think if... This is a lot of resources, but if you... I have something that can give me Bless by itself, but then I lose it. If you can cast Bless on me and Venn can give me a Bardic. Like, I think we'll be okay. Right?
Yeah, you'd rather
Hopefully.
have Bless than Enhance Ability?
If you want to enhance ability for Venn, like, or cast it third and do it for two people, if that's how it works.
Well, enhance ability is only ability checks, it's not saves.
Right.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That is correct.
Okay.
Not to mention, it is also a concentration spell. As soon as you cast that, your Bless would fail.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna be able to. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to do both.
Right. But for our listeners,
So I say bless, and I can throw a Bardic to Alan, or to Kitty.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think, okay, let's do this. Cast the Bless, and then I will just have to, like, let's get Venn to pass, and then me to pass. You know what I mean? Whatever we have to do to make that happen. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Okay,
gonna cast
so
Bless.
if I'm going first, I'll throw a Bardic on myself, and then, when I
can't.
pass, Oh, no,
yeah, you can't.
it's
Bardic
only
yourself.
others. Okay. Then, go ahead and give it to Kitty before I step in there then. So expend one of those.
Okay, expended. Kitty is inspired.
Yep.
Rook, you're concentrating, and Kitty and Venn are blessed. All right, whenever you guys are ready.
I
Alright.
go in.
All right, you guys step across the threshold, and let's have wisdom saving throws from you both.
I didn't cross the threshold.
You're not? Okay. Fair enough. So there's a +2 to Ven's check. Venn, wisdom saving throw.
16.
Okay, with a 16 Venn, you save. The creatures have decided to reach for your mind again, looking for what they believe to be an easy meal, but buoyed by the matron of ravens, you are protected and immune to this effect for 24 hours. You succeed.
Oh, good. Much easier the second time.
Okay. And then, Rook, you might want to come closer to me because I'm going to be hard to get out if I need to get out.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll go here.
All right.
And then I step in.
All right. Kitty, same thing. Wisdom saving throw as the voices call to you. +2 to your check. 17.
Boom.
Okay. All right. And once again, with Rook's protection from the Matron of Ravens, I think this is a good time to kind of work that scene up, actually. So, Rook, describe how you're protecting them from these voices with the Matron's power.
I like to think of it like there's like a raven sitting right on Kitty's shoulder and just like cawing in her ear so she can't hear the whispers of the demons.
Okay.
Like it's just more of a distraction right now.
Rook, you also see like the shadow of this ghostly woman covered in feathers, like sort of like seep over the hallway itself, and you know that she is with you here. But your allies save, and the ghostly whispers fade away from both Venn and Kitty. You are now all immune.
Lovely. All right.
Hooray! Now we just jump 100 feet down?
No, I got something for that. Magnus is going to dig into his pack and pull out. It's kind of like almost a rectangle box that he'll slap on the ground, and it starts to flip out and like eject and start to basically creates a block and tackle using the magical tinkering, and he starts fixing a rope to it.
Okay, so you got block and tackle, which is a system of 2 or more pulleys with a rope or cable threaded between them, and you begin threading the ropes together, and as your kit comes into play, the block and tackle is set up over the hole, and you guys have now assume 50 feet of rope with your hempen rope, Magnus?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really give me a limit on this magical tinkering. I can make another rope.
Yeah, will you give me the thing?
Yeah.
Because you know, look at it. Magical tinkering. So it creates one item, so that means as written in the book. So if rope is only 50 feet, then that's what it creates for you. As for the block and tackle, that's something that actually doesn't really come up very often. So let me dig over to the equipment section for just a brief moment. So I want to have a look at this one.
I have rope too, so we can tie it together.
I just want to make sure we're using all appropriate resources. A block and tackle allows you to hoist up to 4 times the weight you can normally lift, which is not helpful at all. But all right. So yeah, I'm gonna call for some ropes too to call up for that. Okay, so block and tackle on its own, I'm gonna assume that's the pulley system and not so much the ropes. So I'm gonna need 2 ropes from you guys in order to make this whole thing function.
I have a rope.
Okay, 1 rope, and Kitty also has rope. So with that, you guys can attach that to the block and tackle, and whoop, the rope goes down, and you have 100 feet of rope as the rope touches the floor below. What next?
Who wants to go first?
Yep. I mean, I'm looking at you, Rook.
Okay, I'm going for it.
Rook, you grab onto the rope and begin to slide down. You guys watch your cleric friend descend into darkness as he ends up on the next floor. Rook, as you land on the ground level, I'm going to let you call up to your allies as to what you see. Go ahead and do that for now.
Okay. There are 3 hand statues, of the arm statues, that I assume are all like 70 feet tall, in a triangle formation around a kneeling guy with looks like a door in his chest. Also giant statue.
And that's what you guys hear. Who's next down the rope?
I gotta
Venn
go.
will... Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Magnus is curious as hell. He's been looking at this hole time.
Magnus, you scale the rope and end up next to Rook. And who's next?
Venn.
Venn goes next. And you end up on the ground. And Kitty, you're going last, I assume?
Uh-huh.
Or you just want to stay here?
I'll just pull the rope up and leave him. No, I'll go.
I knew it was gonna be you, Kitty.
It's called Betrayer's Rise for a reason.
There is an awful wailing noise that gets even louder as you approach this chamber. A beam of light from up above illuminates a statue in the middle of this room. The statue, made of pale marble, is shaped like a man on his knees, arms pinioned behind his back, trussed up in chains that cut into his skin. Hooks line the corners of the figure's mouth, pulling his lips away from his teeth, and smaller barbs encircle his eyes, holding the eyelids open. All the while, the hideous noise comes out of the statue's open mouth, yet still, its expression is one of ecstasy. A double door, made of iron, is set into the statue's chest, and the surfaces have no handles. A triangle, each side 40 feet long, is carved into the floor around the statue, surrounding it. At each of the triangle's points, a stone arm juts up from the floor with its hand outstretched. Rook, what are you concentrating on? Bless. Right. Okay. I'm gonna roll that's down now. So.
Okay.
Bless fails, and the rest of you no longer have bless. What would you guys like to do?
Does the guy in the middle look at all like Elixian from the dream or the vision that we had?
He does not.
Okay, because he was chained up too. I guess religion check?
Rook, as you move closer to the statue, you begin to hear the horrible wailing starting to pierce into your system, and in fact, all of you within 30 feet of the statue are beginning to have the same effect. As the wailing increases in crescendo, I need all of you to make a charisma saving throw, please.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna use inspiration, I guess.
Did I get blessed? Or was there only...
The bless is already down. Took you guys more than a minute to get down here.
Fair enough.
Much better. 24 for me.
Alright, Venn, you save. Kitty, any rebuttals?
Nope.
Magnus?
Did I save?
No.
No, actually, you did not save, Rook. Did you
Okay.
want to
Then I'm gonna burn my inspiration.
burn inspiration? Let's see if you can get better. Okay,
20.
you save. Rook, you save. Venn, you save. And Kitty and Magnus, anything else from you guys? Kitty, I should point out that you do have Bardic on you.
But
I mean, it does work for saving throws, right?
yeah, I just don't think I can get out of this. It's I don't know.
It's your call.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use it.
You don't use it. Okay, but in that case, you do fail. Okay, Magnus, I don't think you have anything to throw in, right?
I got inspiration, but I'm just gonna take it.
Okay, you guys take it. All right, marking both of you with this sort of red thing. All right, here's what happens. Those of you that succeeded on the saving throw is immune to the effect of the wailing statue as the wailing sort of subsides and ceases for you. But Magnus and Kitty, you are both overcome with an unbelievable amount of hatred. Your senses are twisted, and a magical sort of like feeling of intense insanity and violence begins to overcome you. And I need everyone on the table to roll initiative, please.
Oh no.
Oh yes,
Boy.
Uh-oh.
SpaghettiOs. You guys watch as Magnus gets this sort of like blood red, like, look in his eyes. His eyes begin to glow with this sort of fury as Kitty, like these like sort of like horrible metal like blades begin to protrude from her body. It actually like ends up like knocking her bow off and like knocking it to the ground, and it's replaced with this sort of metallic spinning blade as opposed to the bow. Kitty and Magnus, both of you have been cursed. And here is the curse. Has the following effects. On each at the start of each of its turns, the creature must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must use its action to harm another creature it can see, using a spell or an attack that deals the greatest amount of damage. That is specific. While the creature has fewer than half its hit points, meaning you, a successful weapon attack deals an extra 1d6 psychic damage. You may repeat the saving throws at the end of each of your turns, ending the effect on itself on a success. Otherwise, the Curse of Torog remains in effect until ended by remove curse spell or similar magic.
So we
Let's
roll at
get
the
it.
beginning and the end.
Well, the beginning roll is to see whether or not you will attack your comrades.
Gotcha.
Another creature it can see. So just decide randomly, basically. And then at the end of your turns, you will make the same charisma saving throw, and then hope for the best on that one. All right. As Kitty and Magnus are overwhelmed by rage and want to slay everything around them, Magnus, it is your turn. Go hog.
Wisdom.
Wisdom saving throw, please.
Cross some fingers. Nope.
With a 3, I need you to target one other creature you can see using a spell or attack that deals the greatest amount of damage.
Oh no. Greatest amount.
Greatest amount. I will.
Oh,
I'll repost.
okay.
I'll repost
No,
that.
no,
so-
I'm just gonna. I gotta look at this real quick.
Sure, take your time. No rush.
Yeah.
Magnus begins foaming at the mouth and screeching and pulling at his own skin. And Venn and Rook, you're like, oh shit, what is happening to our comrades? And Magnus finally unleashes a powerful attack against somebody.
I think that gets everybody right there.
I believe so. What are you casting?
Shatter.
Shatter. Okay. All right. Go ahead and describe your shatter spell, and let's get a shatter on the table.
Magnus, with the full rage in his eyes, foaming at the mouth, he clips in a kind of a larger shell into the bottom of his battlecaster and launches it like a grenade, the whole thunk, and it will... There you go.
Okay. So everybody else, Constitution saving throw, please. Okay, Kitty throws a 9 and fails. Rook, you save, and Venn, you save. 13 thunder damage to Kitty. Everybody else takes half. Total of 6.
Taking that off my temps.
Okay. As Magnus deploys the grenade, Magnus, still your turn. Do I have a rebuttal, though? I thought I heard one.
I was taking it off my temps too.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Magnus. Still your turn. Back to you.
Okay, still going with the maximum amount of damage. I should still have... I think my turret lasts an hour, so I should still
Yes.
have it.
That is correct.
I will do the flamethrower in front of me.
Okay.
This sucker has a... I think it's a 15-foot cone.
Okay.
Double check.
15-foot cone.
Flamethrower has 15-foot cone. Yeah, so that will blast in front of me and hit both Venn and Kitty.
All right. Okay. The turret expels a gout of flame.
Is that a bonus action?
It is.
You don't have to use it. It says it must use its action.
Oh.
That is correct.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fuck that then. I will use the protector then. And
Shut up, Alan.
temporary hit point. Shit.
Let him cook you.
All right. No, he
Yeah.
is correct. You don't have to do that. But
right.
it's still your turn, though.
I'll do the protector instead.
Okay, sure. That's fine. All right. 8 temporary hit points to everybody within 10 feet of Magnus.
Do I consider them allies, though?
Oh, that's a good question. The answer is no. Not at the moment. They are currently your enemies. You can do it for yourself.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
And then,
Technically, at the moment, you have no allies. Everything is your enemy right now. Not save yourself, I suppose.
okay. And that's, and then I get to do a roll at the end of my turn.
Correct. Charisma saving throw, please.
I'm on, 12?
That is a failure. You are still cursed.
I will give inspiration, because this is bad.
All right. Inspiration is spent. Let's see how that goes.
Nope.
10. Even worse. You are still cursed. All right, Magnus. Describe for us how Magnus reacts to this blind violence ripping through him. Little
Yeah.
story sauce.
Yeah, no, I mean, that happens like it did with that, and then he looks at everybody as if, like, he completely distrusts them, and they'll activate a protection shield and back up away from everybody.
All right. Kitty, as the madness tries to overtake you, wisdom saving throw. Okay, with that, Kitty, you are able to resist attacking your allies. You do not have to use your action to hit anybody. Your turn still.
So everyone's still my enemy, though, right?
Yes. Yes.
A weird moment.
But I'm gonna say with that wisdom check, you're like forcing yourself to like not hurt anyone.
Push the bad out.
Like you're kind of like dimly aware of what's happening.
I think I'm going to. I'm just gonna move there, and then. Oh. I want to attack people, right?
No, actually, at the moment, you did make your wisdom saving throw. So on a failed save, it says the creature must use its action to harm another creature it can see, using a spell or attack that does the greatest amount of damage. If you have saved on that wisdom saving throw, you're able to control yourself.
Okay, then I'm gonna throw my greatsword across the room.
Okay, that's fine. You are disarmed, and your greatsword ends up somewhere else.
And then I'll throw the battle axe with my second attack.
Okay, that's fine. Let me get some icons for those. But yes, all right. As you hurl those weapons across the room, I'll consider that your action. Still you.
I'll stop here.
Okay, and at the end of that, give me a charisma saving throw, please. So Kitty's great sword ends up over there.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay. Are you making a charisma check or charisma save?
Charisma save.
It
would be the same. It would be the same. I don't.
Would it? Okay.
Yeah, charisma's not my thing.
Fair enough. You also have a great axe. Did I hear that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be worth my time.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
You still have Torog's madness flowing through your veins, and you are still driven mad.
Yeah.
All right, Kitty, describe how this looks to you.
I think Kitty knows something's wrong, and so she runs away from specifically Venn, but just idea to get away. And takes off her weapons because she almost fully stabbed her friend.
All right. As you both are still struggling with this curse that is flowing through your minds, Rook, your allies are in peril. Your turn.
How far up is this? You said the sound is coming out of the statue's mouth?
The sound is coming out of the statue's mouth. That is correct.
And how far up is that?
The statue itself, good question. Just a moment. Doesn't say is what I'm seeing here. So I'm gonna have to base that based on the other things in the room. Let's say the statue's... Goodness. Statue made of pale marble. A little while, hideous noise. Double doors, surface on no handles. Wow, that's frustrating. Okay. I'm just gonna say the statue is 20 feet high.
Okay. Alright, I have a plan. I am going to do a new thing. Bonus action, Steps of the Night.
Okay.
I assume it's dim in here, or dark.
Is anybody using a light source?
Did drop a torch, but I don't know how long that's gonna last.
The torch is down here, and torches last exactly 1 hour. I don't think it's been an hour yet, so I do need to make that adjustment. Light source, a torch at the bottom of this thing, and so that torch will be right there. Okay, Rook, we're still on you, and you're doing Steps of the Night. Alright, so when you are in dim light or darkness, so that's 20 feet from the torch, you're still in bright light.
Okay. I will step here then.
There you go, that's dim light.
Okay. And now bonus action, just you see 2 raven wings shoot out of Rook's back, and he takes off the ground up to the statue's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna try. I have an explorer's pack. I'm just gonna try to stuff it in the mouth to see if I can get the noise to quiet down.
Okay. Let's see here. Trying to get the noise to quiet down. This is 12. Okay. Let's see what that does. As you cram the pack like down into the statue's mouth, it does end up having a muffling effect. On the next 2 checks for our party members that are cursed, I will give you advantage on the relevant checks.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Back to you, Rook.
And then that was my bonus action. Is it my action to do that?
Let's see. Bonus action. I'm gonna say that's probably use an item. Well, actually, no, it really depends on the thing. I would say you're taking your whole pack off and jamming it in the mouth, right?
You did
Yeah,
that's the night already, so that's a bonus action.
No, let me see. Let me make a call on that. Actions. I know you get to use one thing. This will be the utilized action. That'll work.
That's
Oh,
good. Okay.
That'll work.
Cool. That's it then for me.
All right.
So Rook's just flying in the air, hovering, like holding this bag in this thing's mouth to try to get it to quiet down.
All right. Do you yell anything at Venn or anything like that, or?
No.
Okay.
I got nothing.
Venn, your turn.
Okay. I am gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Hypnotic Pattern
Hypnotic pattern. Okay.
and try and get these guys to just stop for a second. So let's cast it like that.
Okay. Wisdom saving throws to Kitty and Magnus as Katie describes her spell.
So what you guys see is this instantaneous illusion of, of a bunch of spirits, and they just appear in like whatever broken form they were in when they passed, and you just essentially see all these broken and tormented people just flash before your eyes. And you both save, so it doesn't affect you. You guys are heartless. So,
Why
Seen it a
couldn't we
million-
do this save the next
Seen it a million times.
Oh boy.
All right. Your spell fails, Venn, to pacify your allies. Back to you.
then let's see. I'm gonna let's see. Let me make sure I can do this. Sorry. Yeah, I'm going to, sorry Kitty, revoke your bardic inspiration and give it to Rook instead.
Can you revoke a bardic inspiration?
I mean, I think when I give it to somebody else, it goes away, doesn't it?
Oh,
No.
No.
It
just hand them
doesn't?
out. Don't
You
think
can
so.
give out all the bardic inspiration you want.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just giving them out. They don't fade one after another. That's why you can have like multiple bardics out.
Okay.
But you can give out a new bardic to someone who doesn't have it yet, including Magnus.
Yeah.
If you want to give it to Magnus, he can use it to attack you. It'll be fun.
Well, they can also use it to save at the end of their turn.
Yes. They can.
No, I'm just gonna keep it. Okay. Never mind. I'm just gonna pick up Kitty's weapons.
You collect Kitty's weapons, and now they're in your inventory.
And that's all.
Okay. Any story sauce, Katie?
Nope, I pretty much did it with the description of the spell, so.
Sorry sauce. Magnus, a wisdom saving throw as the madness tries to twist you.
Come on, do good.
You have advantage, by the way, with the pack
Oh,
being
right.
stepped in,
Right. Good.
and you're gonna need it.
Gotta be kidding me.
No, we're not.
Okay.
That is a 3 attack. You must harm another. Use your action to harm another creature you can see with the greatest amount of oomph.
I didn't want second level spells anyways.
Demons is bad.
I think you'd want to shatter the guy that's near the statue.
You think you would?
Yeah, I suppose I could.
I
What
can take it.
specifically does it say?
Okay, so one more time. It says, paste this plain text. On a failed save, the creature must use its action to harm another creature it can see, using a spell or an attack that does the greatest amount of damage. I like how we're going to get into lawyering here, but yeah, okay, let's...
No, I just want to make sure that I'm doing this right.
I know, buddy. I'm just being an asshole for the folks. I can take it.
He's gonna... Yeah, he'll cast Shatter at Rook.
Okay. Another grenade gets thrown from Magnus's pack, I assume. Actually, Magnus, why am I describing against your spell?
It's another shell into the freaking Battlecaster, and he lines it up with his shield, and he blasts it, and then it'll hit Rook, and...
Screaming bloody murder the entire time.
Just completely feeling just the rage of it all.
And Rook, con save.
Not enough.
And that is not enough. Rook, you suffer 11 thunder damage as the shatter connects.
Okay. Taking some off my temps.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, and Magnus, as you deployed another blast, is still your turn. What would you like to do next?
Does that blow up the head of the statue?
It does not.
And I'm gonna do Protective Shield again.
Okay. Trying to see if you get a different result on the temps. And 11. Okay. And at the end of it, you try to reassert control, and let's get a charisma saving throw. You have advantage.
Here we go. Come on.
13 is a failure. You are still under the effects of the spell.
This one's bad.
All right. Anything else, Magnus?
No.
Any story sauce, Magnus?
I don't know. I think he's just backed up against the wall and just kind of aiming that thing at everybody.
All right.
Frantic.
Just frantic and panicked, Magnus swings the weapon around, casting insane ramblings and accusatory statements as we go to Kitty, who starts with a wisdom saving throw at advantage.
16.
16 is a success. Kitty, you do not have to attack your allies with your action this turn.
I'm gonna throw both my harpoons in the same direction.
Okay.
Not at you, Venn.
Just
And I'm gonna move away.
Okay.
And then I would like to try and save the next part.
Okay. As you move away, you try to force the sounds of Torog's anger from your mind with a charisma saving throw.
And then I would like to use Bardic on the 13.
I got a 5 on Bardic.
13 plus 5 is enough. And with that, Kitty, the insanity of Torog fades away from you. You are no longer cursed.
Okie dokie. That was the end of my turn.
Okay.
So I
Any
think
extra...
Kitty just throws 2 of her barbed spears, kind of lobbing them in the direction of Venn, not at her, to get him off of her. I think she's pulling at the weird spiky thing as she runs away, and then did the bow fall off?
Yes, your bow on the top of your head fell off over by the statue.
Okay, so then she rips the spiky thing off when she gets over there and throws it to the ground and stomps on it.
All right, fair enough. All right, as your turn passes, we go to Rook, who is still holding that pack in place. Rook, your turn.
I think I'm just going to keep doing that. I'm just going to stay up here and hold the pack.
Okay. All right, Venn, your turn.
Okay. I don't necessarily want to hurt Magnus. I have nothing useful here. All right. I'm just, I guess, just gonna I'm gonna grab Kitty's harpoons. And then I guess I'm just gonna try and get away from Magnus. because I can't really do anything else. So I will. I don't want to go down that creepy hallway either. I'll take the dash action, and I'll step a little ways into this hallway just so I'm out of Magnus's sight, kinda, and hopefully he won't chase me. All right, that's all.
All right. So as Venn escapes down the hall, collecting weapons as she goes, trying to evade her insane comrade, Magnus, wisdom saving throw, top of the initiative.
Ah, dang it. Let me do it
A
again.
3. All right, Magnus.
Yay.
Why'd you roll twice? Oh, right, advantage for the pack. Okay. Right. With a 19, you are able to shake off the effects. You know something is wrong with you, but your body is acting of its own accord. Your turn still.
Okay. I'm gonna aim. It looks like I'm aiming it at Rook, but I'm gonna shoot the head of this fucking statue.
Okay, sure.
Firebolt.
Okay, firebolt at the statue. That is a hit. Your spell splashes into the statue, but does no damage.
Damn. I'm gonna toss my battlecaster off to the side, like over there.
Okay, find a gun. Is it a gun or a wand?
It's
Either.
technically it's a gun.
Okay,
You can throw a gun out; it'll be close enough.
there you go. Boop.
That's exactly it. You nailed it.
Actually, there's a couple of there's a blood-soaked
Oh.
revolver. You want that?
Oh, this is good.
There you go.
Oh.
I'm sad I can't see it.
Oh no.
All right. Sorry. So your battlecaster ends up over here and lands over in a heap in the corner.
Okay.
Okay.
About as
cool.
backed up as I can get. I'm going to use the protection again.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Whoa, that was not. Oh, I know what happened there. So it's just a 5.
Realizing that something is wrong, you try very hard to shake off the effects and charisma saving throw
Come on, for all the biddies.
with advantage.
Come on. Yes.
With a 17, you save. And the madness leaves your mind, Magnus, and the Curse of Torog is gone. All of you are now immune to the effect of the Wailing Statue for 24 hours, and that is the end of the combat.
Wow, that was awful.
Yeah.
The gun.
Before a minute passes, I'm gonna check out this door on this thing's chest.
Okay. So you're gonna stay up there? All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab my pack.
Okay, so the statue. All right. So let's see here. You see the so the doors here are basically like embedded in the creature's chest. It's a pair of double doors made of iron set into the statue's chest with no handles. What are you trying to divine about the doors?
That's just what I wanted to. I just wanted to see him pretty much up close.
There you go. That's what you see.
Okay. I'm gonna push on him.
Nothing happens. The doors are stuck fast.
Okay. Then I will land before the wings
Okay.
go away.
All right. And as you land on the ground, your wings fold back into your body, and the Matron of Ravens' blessing leaves you. Okay. Let's see here. 16. Rook, while you were up there and under the effects of the insanity, as you look around, you notice in the palms of the hands, you start to notice details about the arms themselves. The northernmost of these 3 statues is 70 feet tall. The one to the east is 40 feet tall, and the one to the west is 20 feet tall. Each arm ends in an outstretched hand. With your perception score, with your passive perception, you notice that each one of the arms bears a throbbing purple-black pustule on its palm.
Gross.
I'm gonna point that out to everyone
Oh, God.
and point out like the different heights.
Mhm.
Do we want to break those?
Give me a second. I'll hand the bow back to Kitty, and I'll go investigate these statues.
Yeah, Venn hands the weapons back to Kitty.
Oh. I punch Magnus in the face.
Oh,
Okay. Ow! Why?
You hit me.
What? Oh, well, I couldn't very well help it. But yeah, I understand. I got that coming. Alright, gonna investigate arcane, or is that religion?
Okay. All right. You're trying to tell me what exactly it is you're trying to do, so I can
Trying to
pick a
understand
stat.
what these things are.
Investigation.
can I make a religion to see
Yes.
if I like recognize this statue or anything?
Yes.
Good roll.
Okay. All right. All right. And also, I need information on Torog.
Nope.
All right. Ven's not a great roll, so unfortunately, don't get much. Magnus, with your 25 investigation, you feel that those pustules could probably be damaged in some fashion. You're not entirely sure what they have to do with the statue itself, but you believe that the two are related.
Okay. Can I investigate the statue then? Or is that going to be arcane, religion, or history?
I'll take investigation. That's fine.
Oh, hell yeah.
So the natural
Nat 20.
20. So with a natural 20, you determined that yes, you come to the conclusion that destroying the pustules will likely open the doors in the center of the chest. As for the religious significance, that wasn't the roll, but you remember something about Torog being the clawed demon, or the king that crawls, interloper, god of death, the Underdark, imprisonment, and torture. You don't know what the relevance is here, but you believe that it's probably significant.
Alright. Well, should I go ahead and roll religion, or do you think that's about what I'm going to get?
I mean, it was a natural 20, but it wasn't the right thing, so if
Right.
you want to roll religion, you can.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Built this guy to know. Oh my god.
Natural
Another
20.
natural 20.
Two in a
Tor-
row.
Torog the Crawling King is the evil god of torture, slavers, and jailers. 3 clawed hands are his symbols, extending from an onyx sort of disc in the center. 3 pale arms clawing from a dark void is his sort of thing. So you believe the wailing is representative of the dark void that he is. And at the center, the chest area might also involve a dark void of some kind. You realize the pustules on the hands are absolutely connected to the statues themselves. Destroying them might get you guys a little bit further, but of course you can't know that for certain without trying, but you are fairly convinced.
Look, if we're going to kill these things, I think we should at least step out of this triangle.
Yeah,
You ready?
I agree. I think that opening the doors is going to release something, but I think it's also going to get us answers.
There's also other chambers out of this room. Kitty, you see what appears to be an ascending staircase off to the left, and Venn, you saw a creepy hallway to the right, and everybody sees another hallway to the south. But back to the statue itself. The 3 pustules in the hands. What do you guys want to do with those?
Shall we attack them?
I think so.
Alright. I've got a pretty good reach. Can I see the pustule from where I am for the 70-foot one?
Yeah, that's fine. And as a ranged character, I think that's okay. Okay, so here's the deal. These things have their own AC and hit points. So we're going to stay in initiative order right now. Magnus, your turn. Now, obviously, the pustules can't fight back, but,
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Okay.
Fire
And
bolt.
what do you want to attack? The 70-foot?
70-foot, yeah.
Okay, go ahead. And that is another
Ow.
critical hit.
Ow.
Whoa!
Holy crap.
Swear
Roll
to
it,
God,
Magnus.
it's not a... I swear to God.
Where were those when you were trying to not attack us?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
All right. Actually, add another thing to this, so we'll see if it actually takes. It
All
didn't take, so I get 2 more D8 for
Okay.
my arcane firearm. Dang it! Why did I hit 1?
Okay.
So 5 on top of that.
35.
Magnus, your shot from your revolver for your battlecaster is dead on. The pustule explodes in this sort of like gross sludge, but that side of the triangle that you're standing on begins to glow white.
Oh. Maybe try this one next?
All right. Still your turn, Magnus. Anything else?
Yeah, use my force ballista on that.
All right. You aim your ballista at that pustule. And the shoulder cannon fires. At least I think it does.
Yeah, trying to turn off stuff.
17 is a hit on the pustule. Roll damage. All right, dealing 4 force damage. All right. A bit of damage to the pustule is dealt, but it does not explode at the moment. It has taken some damage, though. Back to you, Magnus.
Back up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
All right. Kitty, after Venn has returned your weapons to you, it is your turn.
I'm gonna pass because I don't want to throw my weapons at a pustule.
Sure, I understand.
So I just lift one up half-heartedly and go, "You guys are gonna have to do this one."
Okay.
And
Fair enough.
I'm done.
Okay. All right. So as you decide against attacking the pustules, we go to Rook. Your turn.
Does Sacred I'm gonna try to attempt. I'm gonna attempt to cast Sacred Flame. I don't know if it'll work.
Okay.
On these things, I don't know. I can't. These spells are weird here. This is a target must succeed on a dex save.
Let's see here. The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. Yeah, that's a good question, actually.
I thought it used to had to target a creature, but
used to be. These are technically. Each pustule has AC 7, and I don't even technically it qualifies as a creature, I suppose, but I still want to see Sacred Flame. Just a minute. I mean, I got no problem with it, but
okay.
you know,
Yeah,
I'm just curious
that's all I
now
have.
since we're
That's
still
all I have.
trying to understand. Flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range. The target must succeed. That's two different things. Yeah, that's yeah, exactly that, Katie. It's gross. Yeah, okay. Should use that for the thumbnail, actually. That's pretty good. Dexterity. Okay. I'm gonna say it hits. Why not?
Okay.
So. And 4 from the thing, and then 14 from the thing. And Rook, which one were you targeting again?
The 40-foot one.
Oh, that one. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Your column of flame strikes the pustule dead on. It begins to burn and smolder, but it is still intact for the most part. Great stink begins to rise up from it, but this pustule here is destroyed, so I'm going to go take it off. Back to you, Rook.
That's it for me.
Ben.
Okay, I'm gonna do a, let's see. So neither the 20 or the 40 have been destroyed, so
Correct.
let's do a, I don't have like a bow or anything, because that'd be too smart. Let's do Ray of Frost on the 20-foot one.
Okay, you cast Ray of Frost, and let's see what you got.
16.
A miss on the pustule as your shot goes wide. Or at least unable to penetrate the stonework, I suppose.
Cool. That is all I have to do this, so pass my turn.
Magnus, back to you.
Alrighty.
Resilient these pustules are as they continue to weep viscous fluid. Viscous fluid? Oh, God. All right. Jesus, my brain doesn't work.
Let's get that guy.
Getting that guy. Okay, another shot from your battlecaster.
God damn it. I hate when I forget to add the things. Alright.
17 is a hit on the pustule. And with that pustule erupts disgustingly and I think, nope. How much is that? 19?
19.
Pustule's still intact, actually. It's severely damaged at this point, and probably close to bursting, but does not shatter just yet.
Force Ballista.
Another hit. Roll damage on that same pustule. And with some amount of damage. With 8 more damage, the pustule is destroyed. Then the line underneath you begins to glow white, along with the left-handed line.
Excellent.
Magnus, back to you.
Yeah, I'm good.
Kitty, your turn.
I'll walk over to Venn and give her tips on how to aim and give her the help action.
Okay, that's fine. You receive the help action on your next attack, Venn.
Thanks.
Rook, your turn.
Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame. Call down another column of flames upon the thing, and let's see how that goes. 8 more radiant as the pustule is severely damaged and smoking and bleeding, but is not yet destroyed.
That's all I got.
Okay, Venn, your turn.
Ray of Frost on the remaining pustule.
Ray of Frost with advantage.
Okay.
Now, normally the help action be applied to the enemy, really, but, you know, I get the idea. I mean, they're on standing pustules.
Yeah.
17 is a hit, and roll damage, Venn. And with 14 damage, the final pustule erupts. The line over by Rook lights up with a white light, and you guys hear a resounding clicking noise coming from the interior of the statue's doors. And as the statue is now unlocked, and you guys wonder what could be behind it, we will go ahead and go to break. We will figure out that when we come back. You guys have just presumably solved the riddle of Torog, and the statue that resembles a cast member from the latest Hellraiser movie, I suppose. The doors in its chest have seemingly unlocked. You're not sure where they lead or even what's behind them, but at the moment, nothing seems to jump out to menace you, so at least there's that. What would you guys like to do?
The doors are like, what, 10 feet off the ground?
Yeah, that's fine.
And
You guys want me to go up there again?
give me a boost. I don't know. Either way works.
I mean, I can fly.
Oh, you can still fly. Get it, Peter Pan.
I can do it twice more.
Okay.
I can climb 10, and you can save the flight,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
All right, Katie, would you like to climb up there?
Yeah.
Okay. No check required. Plenty of handholds on this statue. Let's go ahead and move on up there. And once you get to the doors, what would you like to do with them?
They're open, right?
They are not open. They are still closed. All you heard was an unlocking noise.
Okay, I'll push them one open.
Okay. As you push open the door, the doors are now unlocked indeed, and they push open without issue. Beyond the doors, you see a narrow passage that descends down to the next level.
Oh.
Shall we check out the rest of this floor, or shall we go down further?
Well, I'm gonna be honest, this floor has not been great to us. Which means the next one's probably gonna be worse, to be honest.
Still looking for a lot of people, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's possible. Prolix did mention his, well, not Prolix, but Question mentioned her lost party down here someplace. You wonder if you haven't run into them in the forms of gibbering mouthers or twisted mutants or whatever else might have happened down here.
But they were looking for, like, these stones, and we haven't found any, like, magical stones anywhere.
Thought that was the other lady. Were they both looking for it?
I think they were both interested in it.
They also think she's in here somewhere, and possibly with our rivals, right?
Possibly.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to look around a little bit, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think we should at least look around, make sure there's no threats in this area.
Like you just said it couldn't hurt. Last time we opened a door, riders popped out. we just dropped down a hole and we attacked each other. Like, it could definitely hurt, and I think we should just try to get this done. I don't think we would be sitting around exploring. You know, this is an evil place.
Right.
That's your opinion.
I hear what you're saying, but I also, like, we don't know where these people are, and if they're on this floor, we would just be leaving them behind. But I definitely understand what you're saying.
So, real quick, I'm going to try and clear up some of these things that you guys were asking about with it's been a minute. You guys may want to write this stuff down if you want to. It is fairly important. Question, her business was that she is conducting research, her drawings, she created drawings based on, hold on. What was Question's thing? So Question's thing, she believes that monumental acts of courage leave an impression on the world that lingers after all memory of the deeds is faded, and Question theorizes that this has occurred in Batzazan as the ancient battles of the Calamity are still echoing today. She is an ally of the Cobalt Soul faction, and she had some allies that were going down into the Betrayer's Rise with her. And after entering the temple with the other expedition members, she heard voices calling to her, which nearly caused her to run away screaming. But instead, she feigned illness and returned to town after promising to make the next trip inside, and she expresses concern that her compatriots have yet to return, but holds out hope that they'll make it back. As for Aloysia Telfan, she is the elf that ran into you after all of this, and she is a member of the Consortium of the Vermilion Dream. She is saying that she is trying to find an ancient prayer site deep inside the Betrayer's Rise, and based on what she learned of the character's conversation with Question, she surmises that such a mission would be beneficial to them as well, and she offered you money to escort her through the dungeon, which you guys did not do. And Prolix is a member of the something. Hang on, where's the guy?
Vermilion.
Nope, that's Aloysia. Try to find Prolix. Just a moment. Okay. Prolix is a member of the Allegiance of Allsight, and he is here to follow and investigate Aloysia. He is also, if you find, and his thing was, if you find out what Aloysia is up to and stop her, he will give you guys money as well as the puzzle box that you guys had as well. For the most part, you guys have been pretty coy about keeping the Jewel of the Three Prayers to yourself. So a lot of these contacts don't really know much about it. But that's mostly what the reason that you're down here is the Jewel of Three Prayers is kind of pulling you in this direction. And Fogholm, the Druid, had you guys experience a vision about the jewel that led you here. So that's why you guys are here. Any questions on that?
I'm writing it in the journal.
Okay.
Can Kitty focus on the jewel and see which way it wants to go?
The jewel is unfortunately unresponsive. It doesn't seem to respond to any of your concentrations.
Yeah, so my thought would be, like, I guess for like Rook's thinking, we don't necessarily know what we're looking for, so going down, he doesn't know is the right way. You know what I mean? Because we had that vision, which kind of started this all, led us here. So we're looking for him, and there's other, we're looking for Aloysia in here. Looking for a couple of different things, so he would want to kind of branch out, just carefully, but check,
I agree.
Okay, what are we at with resources?
And
like
I lost
spells
my
and stuff.
second levels, but I still got 3 of my first levels, but I don't normally use my spells as often.
I have 3 bardics left. I have 2 first level slots and 2 third level slots.
I have 1 first, 2 seconds, all my thirds, and both my channel divinities.
Okay.
As a player, Venn doesn't really have an opinion one way or another. As a player, I think we should go down the doors.
So it's split. I don't know. Somebody roll a dice.
I mean, do we want to just do that?
Fine with it.
Yeah.
It gets us to do something.
Okay. Odds we stay on this floor, and evens we go down the doors.
Hi, baby. Hi.
Roll
Okay.
Hi.
1. Willow.
Yes, we got a Willow today, so it's puppy
Hey.
power. Hooray.
Hell yeah.
Good doggy. I love you. Good girl.
All right. I rolled odds, which is explore this floor. If anybody has any strong opposition, say so now.
Strong opposition.
Okay. Then do we want to go down the doors?
Yeah, alright.
Okay.
That's fine. Yeah, I worry about missing. Like, we found a magic sword up top, you know what I mean? I just wonder if there's other things to find.
I think we're
Yeah.
gonna miss a lot of NPCs that are on these floors that we need to interact with, but that's fine.
Okay. Then it sounds like your path is set, and you guys are going to head into the statue's doors.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Then with that, you all gather yourselves up and begin one by one entering into the doors themselves. All right. So, with that, the passageway begins to descend down into the earth. Now, this passageway kind of opens up into a relatively narrow passage. And so, as such, I need to know who's going to go down first, because it's a single file passage down here.
I'll go first.
Okay. All right, so I've moved you guys slightly, but I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing here. Who would like to be second?
Probably put me second, because I have the best eyes.
I'll take
You're
rear.
second. Okay, and followed by Venn, and followed by Magnus. Okay, I'm going to turn, since this is a tight corridor, I'm going to turn off the dynamic lighting restricting movement for a moment. So, if you wander through stuff, sorry about that. But you guys get to this floor here. All right. This passage defies reality, distorting any sense of direction as it twists and turns, making its way through the earth to another place deep inside the Betrayer's Rise. The passage ends on the east side of a circular chamber. The walls are covered with a softly glowing amber-colored crystals that fill a crater at the room's center. At the bottom of the crater sits an altar made of the same crystal. Okay, with that, what would you guys like to do? You guys are free to move, by the way.
Well, this looks like it could be a prayer site. Can I do a scan of the room, see if I perception check essentially?
Sure.
She's mainly looking for any creatures, but anything that stands out. 10.
With a 10, all that's here is you. I will say this, though, with the crater around you is roughly 30 feet deep. At the base is a cleared area about 10 feet in diameter. You think you could climb down there, but it looks a little dangerous to climb down. The crystals do look relatively sharp.
Can I... Is it an investigation or perception check to see if these crystals are what was described to us before with what's her face? What was her name?
Alicia?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a very good question. Let me get back to that section and with Aloysia. And okay, I need. Okay, all right. You were trying to okay, that's not helpful, actually. Okay, so you were trying to piece together that if this is what Aloysia was looking for.
Right.
Is that what you're trying to do? Okay, yeah. Give me an investigation roll.
I don't know what's happening. It's another 20.
Holy shit.
With a natural 20, you absolutely believe that this is what she was talking about. Aloysia explained to you guys earlier, she's looking for a crimson mineral called ruidium that is said to be infused with the power of Ruidus. However, you don't believe that this crystal is Ruidus. It's a crimson mineral, and these are this sort of like orangish color. You don't believe that these are the same things.
Ruidus was like the red moon, right?
Right.
That is correct. Mhm.
Okay.
Can I take a look around for any like secret doors or any other ways out of this room?
Perception roll, please. With a 19, you see no other way out of this chamber except the way you came in.
Okay, maybe... Alright, we probably need to get down and investigate that altar. Maybe Kitty can climb and Rook could fly?
I can get a rope.
Yeah, we could get a rope that's long enough.
I'll start climbing down.
All right. Kitty, you begin to climb into the pit. Okay. Give me an athletics roll to climb down.
23.
Very nice. With that, Kitty, you are able to descend as far down into the path as you would like to get, all the way to the altar with safety.
I will get all the way to the altar.
As Kitty reaches the bottom of the altar, you can go and move yourself there if you want to.
Okay.
So as Kitty finally descends to the bottom of the altar, the Jewel of Three Prayers begins to suddenly move, very gently tugging on your neck in the direction of the altar, as if it wants to be placed there.
I'll place it on the altar.
Before you do that, I'd like to know if the rest of the party wants to stay up there or go down.
She made it look easy. How quick is Magnus's rope gonna be
I can make
made?
it like right now. Like essentially, I could just pull those items out. So
Okay, I mean, if the rope is ready, then we'll use that to descend.
yeah, he'll pull out a little packet or a little like square thing, and he clicks it, and it just starts to unravel.
Right. And, all right, Magnus, you uncoil the rope, securing it to something. I assume, I don't know if you have pitons or something, but...
I mean, I don't think I'm moving, but, I mean, yeah, we could secure it. I'll tie it around my waist.
Okay. All right, then.
Okay.
So who's all going down there?
I will go.
All right. Venn... Okay. Now, Venn, even though you are using a rope, I am still going to require an athletics roll, but it is an advantage this time.
Okay. 1 second.
And, Rook, you were staying up. Did I hear that
I'm
right?
gonna stay up for now. Yep.
Okay.
16.
With a 16, you also make it to the bottom of the crevasse without any issue.
Alright. Venn joins Kitty.
So, as you arrive... Kitty and Venn, you guys are now at the bottom of the altar, and the jewel is slowly just pulling Kitty towards the, gently pulling Kitty towards the altar. And Kitty, you're removing the jewel, and you would like to place it on the altar. Do I have that right?
Yep.
All right. Do you two say anything to each other while this is happening, or?
I don't think Venn will say anything.
Okay.
Can I look and see if there's any inscriptions on the altar?
The altar itself is otherwise blank, I think. I don't want to be sure. Just a moment. What does the altar do? Anything?
Nothing.
No, it's just a crystal altar. It has no additional functions or anything like that. And
Okay.
as Kitty places the jewel upon the altar, all of you begin to suddenly, there's a flash of glowing white light, and every last one of you begins to lose vision.
I killed us all.
You just sent us into another dream vision.
No, I killed us.
Time for body horror.
A spectral figure blossoms forth from the amulet. This warrior, who called himself Elixion in your previous vision, looks up at you with a faint smile and says, "You came! You followed! You could find me! The crystals around you glow brightly, and your vision goes white. Then you see a company of armored soldiers, Elixian amongst them, marching into the Betrayer's Rise. Their expressions are grim. Though they do not speak, you can tell that none of them expects to come home. The vision shifts again, and everyone in the company of soldiers is dead, except for Elixian, who continues to fight while surrounded by the corpses of mortals and demons. He is hurled across the battlefield by the claws of a gorilla-like demon. The scene blurs, and he falls to his knees, pleading before a simple wooden altar that bears the holy symbol of Avandra the Changebringer. At the end of his prayer, he's lifted to his feet by a tall young woman with light brown skin and flowing black hair. A foreboding voice cuts through the scene of divine intervention, and Elixian freezes. "The Changebringer, and immortal," the voice intones. "What brings you into my sacred, devouring darkness? Even if you save him, Changebringer, he will suffer, he will die, and he will be forgotten. All that he has worked to save will crumble and be devoured by worms. Why invite further suffering? Let go. Give in. All is futile in the end." As the voice trails off, Elixian turns to face you and falls to his knees in tears. The scenery shifts again, and the Forsaken Warrior is now underwater, amid the ruins of the sunken city. "The crawling king spoke true," he mutters. "All was futile. All has been forgotten, and I am lost in darkness. Please, help me set it right." With that, you guys get the impression that you will be able to speak to Elixian through your vision.
Okay. How can we get to you?
"I am imprisoned in an underwater place lit by this crimson glow. There are mortals harvesting the source of the glow and leaving me in darkness. And this act is torture for me. Help me."
Is the glow these crystals here?
When you say... now remember, you're in the vision. You're not actually in the chamber right now.
Right.
And what you see is now him amidst the ruins of the sunken city. And let's see here. Oh, where is it? Crystals around you glow brightly. In an underwater, in a place lit by a crimson glow. So what Elixian says is, "No, this glow of crimson light is what's being harvested. It is harvesting and leaving me here to rot. They've forgotten me."
What purpose does the Jewel of Three Prayers have in this quest?
"It was once mine. It was once my power. And now, it will help you find me. Trust in the jewel. Trust in the Changebringer."
How did it end up back at the city?
I fought. In the ancient past, I fought in the Calamity, and was called the Apotheon, because I beseeched the gods for power 3 times, and 3 times received it. First, on the shores of Weldemount, where you found the jewel. Again, here, in the depths of the Betrayer's Rise. And once more, in a temple of Corellon the Archheart, in a city of elves and orcs, in the jungles of Marquette. These gifts transformed me from a mortal being into something more. But the city of elves and orcs was destroyed centuries ago. But it must be found in Marquette.
Shit.
So that's where we
think,
need to go next.
You don't happen to have like coordinates or anything like that? You can't show me on a map.
The vision begins to fade, And thing Elixian says next, I am born under born in the lands of Wildermount under the full light of Ruidus, cursed to endure a life of suffering. And I decided to spend my life to shield others from pain, since I was already doomed. Save me. Help them remember. Do not let me drown in darkness. The vision begins to fade. But as it does, you guys realize you have achieved new purpose and new energies. And with that, you all attain level 7.
Oh shit, son.
Hey!
But I have to admit, Kitty, it was a really good idea coming down here.
Magnus and Rook. When the vision fades, you are at the altar with your comrades. You don't remember
shit.
coming down here.
I'm all bugged up because I just kind of dreamily came down here.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Guided by the hands of the Changebringer herself.
And I'm gonna go ahead and take this rope off now. Coiling the rope. How
So,
can
yeah,
I?
go ahead. Go
Is
ahead.
can I take some of this crystal?
Well, we need to deal with level 7, actually,
Sure.
really first.
Gotcha,
We need to deal with
gotcha.
that. So, let's take a few minutes and deal with the level 7. I know that some of you are taking, like, manual, like, sheets and that sort of thing, but you do need to be level 7 before we go on to the next bit.
Not too bad. I just need to pull
So-
up the artificer stuff.
So for now, I'll shift you guys back to the main page. We will do that, and we will come back. This module kind of, like, throws the levels in weird places. I don't know why, but it does. So,
Okay.
yep. I just want to make sure you guys aren't under-leveled when it comes to doing things. When you guys are finished with your leveling, let me know. Another detail for Kitty. As the vision begins to fade, the gem begins to split open and turned itself into a new configuration. And because of that, let's see here. Your Jewel of Three Prayers is now in awakened state. So Kitty, you'll want to review that as well.
Okay. So
For the benefit of our listeners, the jewel receives the blessing of Avandra, the Changebringer. 3 delicate spires have unfurled from the jewel's center, like the buds of flowers opening in the spring. 3 lapis lazuli stones rest like dewdrops on these spires. Everybody can go ahead and read that sheet, though, but Kitty's going to be the most important.
so my AC goes up.
The bonus increases to +2, number of charges to 5, and some additional properties.
Oh, so I can help people with saving throws.
Yes, you can.
And I don't have a lot of reactions other than opportunity attacks, so that's pretty good.
I like how the adorable nanny bot has got the the vestige of divergence.
Can't think of a safer place, man.
Too true. Hey man,
Wait.
it's like giving your kid to Andre the Giant to watch. It's it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll let you guys get back to leveling, so you let me know when you're finished.
Luke, I have my advantage on initiative now.
Okay.
Okay. And with that, let's with everybody being finished, let's return back to the defiled temple of Betrayer's Rise. As mentioned, Rook and Magnus, you have no idea how it is that you got into the bottom of the pit, but now that you are here, Kitty, you look down at the Jewel of Three Prayers that has adjusted to its awakened state, but all of you hear and become aware of the presence of intruders. At the edge of the crater, your rivals have arrived. Aojabe is pointing her longbow down in the direction of your party. Galsariad's hands crackle with energy. Maggie Keen Eyes is straining on her warhammer, and Dermot looks honestly unpleased with any of this situation, but appears to be going along for the ride. But slowly clapping and applauding at the top of the lip is Aloysia Telfan. And she looks down at you, her red robes flowing in the cavern, and she says, "Well done, heroes. Now, if you would simply hand over the jewel, we can all get out of here without spilling any more blood."
And why would we do that? We can work together for whatever goal you're after.
Oh, I don't think so. I think that it's high time that jewel comes to my possession, and I've hired these capable individuals to help me claim it. And I repeat, hand over the jewel. Maggie's eyes sort of dart over to Ao for a minute. Ao's just holding her arrow on you guys, and finally Ao says, "Look, just hand it over. Nobody's got to get hurt. All right?"
What lies has this one told you?
Lies? No lies. She told us that you were down here collecting this gem, and that we need that gem now. It should have been ours. It should have been ours anyway.
But that's a weird thing coming from you, Ao. You sure you're all right?
She's like wavers for a minute, and then Dermot speaks up for a brief moment. He says, "Ao, what are we doing?" And then finally Ao says, "Quiet, all of you. We got a job to do. And I don't want to hurt any of you, but I will if I have to." Maggie Maggie seems to be galvanized by that statement, and she holds her weapon a little tighter and says, "Look, just hand it over." And Galsariad finally finishes with a hint of menace in his voice. "Before something bad happens here."
Really, Gal?
We've fought with you guys. We've fought beside you guys together. What makes you think that this person has your best interest? And what makes you think that turning against us is going to make any of this better?
Aloysia's promised us a lot, and we're gonna get it. I told you that jewel should have been ours in the first place. We were first in that cave. We were the ones that won the event back in Jigao. That should be ours, not yours. Just hand it over. Now.
Aloysia doesn't want you to have it either. She wants it for herself.
Aloysia finally snaps. "Enough! I'm growing tired of this bickering back and forth." She looks over at Aojabe and says, "Do you want to be remembered as the hero here? Or do you want to just lose everything in this moment? I hired you for a purpose. Now I expect you to fulfill that purpose. Unless, of course, you wish me to spread that your group is full of cowards." Maggie, flinches at that, and she goes, "We're not cowards. We'll do the job. You just keep up your end. Besides," says Galsariad, "I have something to prove." Ao, we could just stop all of this. We could just walk away right now. Ao looks confused and a little bit shaken, but Aloysia's trying to tip Ao over the edge into attacking your party.
She hired us. She hired us for the same purpose. You guys just found her first. If you were at the bottom of this pit and we were up there, we wouldn't harm you.
Okay, Venn, I'm gonna give you a persuasion roll for Ao on that one.
I'm gonna, not at advantage, though I wish it was. Okay, yeah, I guess I just have to take the 6 because I don't have inspiration.
Okay. With the 6, Ao finally says, she's her hands are trembling on her longbow, and then finally she just says, I don't, and then her fingers slip on the bowstring, and the arrow gets shot in Ven's direction. And Venn, let's see here, how about a 25 to hit?
Yeah.
That
Venn,
a disadvantage?
no. Why?
I was curious because it was a mistake.
Venn, you are struck for 16 piercing damage. And with
Okay.
that, Ao says, "Take him!" And she's like, just like realizes what she's done wrong, but now she realizes she has no choice, and she says, "Take them!" And she pulls her bow back. Maggie flexes her hammer. Galsaria begins to cast a spell, and Dermot looks horrified. Roll initiative.
Sorry, guys. Nat 1 came at the worst time.
It's fine. That is all story.
Your rivals have had a certain change come over them. Their experiences on their way to Batsazan seems to have changed them in some fashion, and they seem perhaps a little bit more stronger than when last you met them, if perhaps less confident.
I'm bloodied, by the way.
Yes, you are. And finally, Dermot.
Change my initiative.
Galsariad seems thirsty for the combat. Maggie Keen Eyes is simply following Ao's commands. Dermot is, of course, looking horrified by this whole thing, and Ao just simply seems to be just kind of going along with this, seeking her quest to be well remembered and all powerful. But with that, I think everybody's on the table.
Do you want to switch with me, Kitty?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Now, please note that Dermot is. Now, please note that these characters have not been updated to 2024 because they're custom characters, obviously.
Sure.
All right. So Magnus and Kitty are switching. 9 for Magnus and 18.14 for Kitty. All right.
Try not to hurt them.
Yes, Ao. Yeah, and that's kind of the impression that you get, is that since Ao didn't, mean to do that, you wonder if they're going to shoot to kill at this point. You're not certain of that fact. In fact, I'm going to ask for a free insight roll from the party. Let's see how that goes.
Okay.
Rook, 21. 18 from Magnus. 15 from Venn. And an 8 from Kitty. Rook, you believe that your rivals are not out to kill you. They simply want to knock you out. Alicia, on the other hand, might be a different story.
Right.
As this battle begins, we go to Dermot Werder, who looks very confused by what is happening. And so he decides to make a Searing Wrath attack. And he will target... Let's see, he'll target Magnus with this. As he sends a bolt of energy down there. Forgive me! And he blasts down at Magnus with a 24 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Magnus, you're struck for 13 radiant damage, and you are blind until the end of your next turn.
That 13?
13 radiant, yes, sir.
We're gonna have a harsh talking to later.
Hey, what are we doing? And she's just like, keep shooting! Finish the job! And Kitty, your turn.
Okay. I am going to rage.
Kitty flies into a rage.
What number is that? 3? Okay.
That's a 3.
Okay, this is Flumps. So it's the white Italian plumber 8-bit dungeon MIDI again.
Nice.
And you need a kitten. You need a kitten token for this, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah. So yeah, basically. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't post it.
That's okay.
So yeah, a tiny little cat appears within 30 feet of me. So it's gonna appear right there.
Okay, next to AO. All right.
And then I'm going to climb out. Athletics check.
Yeah. Yes. It'll also be difficult terrain since the rope's down here now.
Okay. So difficult terrain. Athletics checks to avoid difficult terrain, or what?
Actually, it's a good question. It's difficult terrain, but the athletics check is for something else because these crystals are razor sharp.
Okay.
That's the difference.
So I have, for my rage, I have instinctive pounce now. So I can take up half my movement as as part of my rage action. So I'm
Sure
gonna
can.
roll my athletic to see whatever you want me to see, and then start moving if that's okay.
Sure, by all means.
Okay.
Okay. Meanwhile, I need. Okay, you save and take no damage from the things, from the crystals. So there you go, and you find the right footholds, and you can move. You can move through difficult terrain.
Okay. So I have 60 feet, so I can move 30.
Correct.
Okay. So I can move. So my total speed is 60 because I have 40 feet plus half. So I can move 6 spaces along the crystals, right?
Well, those crystals are difficult terrain, so doesn't that cut it down to 30? 6 spaces? Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
We're saying the same thing, just in different ways.
Right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reckless attack, subdual damage, greatsword.
Says Gelsariad. Alright, you reckless as you mount the crystals coming at Gelsariad, and let's see what you got. I should point out that, yeah, Gelsariad does have mage armor on.
18 to hit.
Okay, 18 is a hit on Gelsariad. Roll damage, please.
That makes it 18.
Okay, so 18 damage to Gelsariad. Okay. Checking for reactions or anything like that. Let's see. Nothing of the sort, so Gelsariad takes 18 and gets split open by the greatsword. Someone get this thing off me! Back to you, Kitty.
Second attack.
Okay.
20. You know, I hit.
Yeah, that is, yeah, it's absolutely it on Gelsariad.
26. Okay, and then it's going to be 19 subdual.
19 subdual. Okay. All right. Gelsariad is sent into bloodied state with that impact as you begin to beat him around the head and neck. Well, hell, this is your attack. You tell me.
Yeah, basically, I think I just slap him with the blade, like, hard. Like, and basically, I think I'm trying to, like, I don't know if you'll allow this, but I would like to make this very intimidating.
Sure.
To get him to stop, and I'm saying things like, stand down, and beating the shit out of him. Like,
I will consider that an influence action that you can make on an opposite turn, but
Okay.
you did get Gelsariad's attention, I'll say that.
alright, then I will stay as is, and the cat explodes on the other two.
Okay, and what's the effects of that cat exploding?
It is... Did I post it? Yeah,
You
so
did,
they
you
need
did.
to roll a dexterity save, or take some damage.
Alicia Telfan rolls a 5 and fails. Aojabe rolls a 22 and saves. So a d6 force damage to Alicia, please.
3.
Okay, 3 damage to her. Okay. Alright, so the cat explodes in a explosion of confetti and glitter. Alicia gets damaged by this, and Aojabe is able to shield herself. Back to you, Kitty. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright, Aojabe takes a look at the situation and realizes that Gelsariad is in a bit of trouble, but also that Magnus has a bit of damage, is blinded and a prime target, and Ao decides to do something. Alright, Aojabe uses reposition as a bonus action, and she issues orders to one ally she can see within 30 feet of herself. If the target can see her here, Ao can spend its reaction to move up to its speed, and it does not provoke opportunity, as Maggie rushes Kitty. Maggie, get her off! And Maggie's like, I'm on it! And she rushes over, and meanwhile, she takes her longbow and says, just give up! And she starts shooting arrows down range into the pit. I'm just gonna... Okay, so it's 3 longbow attacks. I think I'm just gonna hit each one of you. That seems fair. So 1 longbow shot for Magnus at advantage. A 23 to hit Magnus, dealing 10 piercing to him.
No, already.
For Rook, it's a 14. That's a miss, as that arrow sinks into your shield. And for Venn, it is a 15 to hit.
But 11, right?
The
I
15
said
hits.
for Magnus, I said 10. For Rook, I said miss, and for and what did you say, Katie? Is a 15 hit? You are dealt 13 more piercing damage, and you are definitely bloodied at this point. Okay, with that, she will step back and try to avoid some attacks at this point. But Rook, it is your turn.
All right. Bonus action. Steps of the night. Wings are
Steps of
gonna
the
pop out.
night. All right. Rook takes flight.
And it's not difficult terrain to move through an ally anymore, is it?
Correct. Not on 2024 rules.
That's right.
Nice.
As soon as he takes flight, I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay. As that's a bonus action for the flight, and then your Spirit Guardians is 15 feet. Okay. And see and edit and save settings, and boom, your Spirit Guardians is up.
All right. So Rook takes flight, and a murder of ravens comes up with him.
Mm-hmm.
Is it radiant or necrotic?
Radiant. He's gonna fly right there.
Okay, and you get in Aloysius' face. All right.
Yep.
Okay. All right, Rook. Anything else for your turn?
Let me post this. Does that do damage because it's the first time they've entered?
No, it's I actually they changed Spirit Guardians, and I know that the writing has changed on this significantly, so I need to read through it. Spirit Guardians. When you cast the spell, you designate creatures to be unaffected by it. Start with that.
Oh,
Your
good.
party, obviously.
Sight's
Your
no longer
party,
a
obviously.
thing.
Sight's no longer required. Any other creature's speed is halved in the emanation, so it's not difficult terrain, it's halved. And whenever the emanation enters a creature's space, and whenever a creature enters the emanation or ends its turn there, as opposed to start, the creature must make a wisdom saving throw. So now that you've crossed into their zone and walked it into them, now they have to do it, not later. So that's a whole new thing. So Aloysia and Ao do have to roll their wisdom saving throws. I'm going to do Aloysia. Aloysia rolls a 15 to save.
That's
And Ao rolls a 4 to save. He will not save. Both of them. So Aloysia takes half. She takes 5, and Ao takes 11. Back to you, Rook.
That's it.
Okay. Any story sauce?
Yeah, so you see the wings pop out of Rook's back, and he flies up with a murder of ravens around him, and as he flies towards these two, the ravens just start pelting into them with their beaks, like flying through them.
All right. Fair enough. And that's as the things take effect, Ao's like, "Get over here and shut this guy down!" And Maggie's like, "I'm a little busy right now." And you're under concentration, I think, Rook.
Yep.
Okay, and that's it for Rook. Then you are badly injured now. You have 2 arrows sticking out of your body, and you are bloodied. It's your turn.
I'm gonna cast. I'm going to cast my new spell. I'm gonna do Phantasmal Killer on Aloysia.
Aloysia, okay.
So she needs to. Yeah, she needs to make a Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Aloysia throws a 8 to save, and probably does not do so. And this is the new Phantasmal Killer.
Yeah, I put the 2024 one on my sheet.
All right, you tap into the creature's thing. On a failed save, target takes 40-10 psychic and disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls for the duration. How long does it last?
She can save out of it. It's also concentration.
All right, Phantasmal Killer, you're under concentration, lasts for 1 minute. Verbal and somatic components, 120-foot range. Target takes Wisdom saving throw, and give me that 40-10 psychic damage when you are able.
Yeah.
I'll mark it with the purple marker for Aloysia.
It's lagging.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
28 to Aloysia. She takes 28 damage. Okay, and that sends her into bloodied state with that impact. Okay.
All right.
And Phantasmal Killer. For the duration, makes wisdom saving throw at the end of each of its turn. 6, 7, okay, got it. All right, back to you, Venn.
Okay, so Venn, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the description for this. She points out her hand and she starts to point it at Ao, and then she pointedly says, "We are not your enemies, Ao." And she shifts her hand, and a pulse of energy goes out and hits Aloysia, and you see her eyes start to bleed as she sees this illusion that nobody else sees of her worst fear, whatever that might be.
Failure, probably.
So that's how that spell goes off. And then for bonus, I'm going to throw a bardic to Magnus.
Magnus, you are bardically inspired. And Aloysia is screwed up by that. So Aloysia screams in agony in terror at the thing, and she's like clutching her eyes, and her eyes are bleeding, and her hands come away slick with blood. And she looks at Ao and says, "Finish this now!" And Ao's like, "Rally, everybody, rally!" And that takes us to Aloysia herself, and she will start her. No, it's N's turn now in Spirit Guardians. You keep that in mind. Okay. What's Aloysia gonna do?
Pretty sure she's gonna end her turn in Spirit Guardians because she can't only move 30.
That's true. I can always dash though.
That's true.
But I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm going to use Arcane Blast. Okay. She conjures up a powerful a powerful magical force, and centers it on a point she can see within 120 feet of herself. She will point it down the hole because that's honestly the best reaction. Magnus and Venn, give me a dexterity saving throw. Magnus, you don't have disadvantage for blinded on this.
For a dex save? Are you sure?
I'm 100% certain it is a dex save. No, blinded does not give you disadvantage, is what I said.
Oh, I'm surprised on dex. Okay.
Venn, you fail. As does Magnus. Okay.
Shit.
Any rebuttals?
I'll use the bardic.
Okay, you pop the bardic. Venn, roll the bardic, please. That turns that into a save. You are good. But Venn, do you have any rebuttals for yourself?
I do not.
Use the puppy power.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I have that. Let me do that.
Okay. Puppy power is expended. Roll a d6. Where's my boo-boo? Where's she at?
Oh, shit.
Turns it into a 14.
14 is a success.
Yes. Thank you, Alan.
Luke did it too. Luke and I were like, it expires by the end of the night.
We'll work hard for this one.
I just forgot I had it. I was like, shit, I have nothing.
You both take half of the following damage, 5 force damage each, but you're not pushed. Venn, this will force a concentration saving throw on whatever it is you're concentrating on. Alright, you save and you keep up your
Phantasmal Killer
thing. Okay, speaking of Phantasmal Killer, Aloysia has to try and save out of that at the end of her turn. If she doesn't, she will take the psychic damage again. So, wisdom saving throw for Aloysia, and here we go as she tries to save out. How about a 3 for Aloysia?
Nope.
He fails, and give me another, give me some wisdom damage, or give me some psychic damage, please. As the Phantasmal Killer gets in there.
She's also ending her turn in Spirit Guardians, right?
Yes. We'll deal with that too. 23 from Phantasmal Killer, as her mind is beginning to twist and turn. And lastly, she must make a wisdom saving throw against Spirit Guardians. And go ahead and give me that damage as she rolls a 16 to save.
Save. So she takes
And
7.
that will do it. Aloysia is brought down by the attack, and she collapses in a heap on the ground. This throws off the people a little bit, as Aloysia is like surrounded by these ravens, and they just sort of peck her and harry her to death. She's scratched by these spectral birds. She's finally screams out in agony. So anyway, as she collapses to the ground, as the birds peck her to death. Rook, what am I doing? This is your thing. What am I doing? Actually, correction. This is a combo spell, so let's do that. Let's do that. Venn, start us off with how Phantasmal Killer wears her down, and then Rook finish it off with the Spirit Guardian's kill.
So the Phantasmal Killer, her eyes are already bleeding, and you guys see as blood starts to pour from her ears as well, just, proving that this psychic vision that she has is getting worse. And that's pretty much the only description I have for that.
Okay, and over to Rook.
So as she kind of stands there, the ravens are just flying through her because they're kind of spectral, and you just, as they enter her body, you see a flash of radiant energy, and as they leave, you see a flash of radiant, and so she's just getting pummeled by a giant flock of birds.
Just pouring up. Nice.
And as the blood begins to pour out of her eyes, nose, mouth, and ears, finally her body slumps to the ground and she falls over dead. And that is the end of Aloysia. Magnus, your turn begins. You start blinded. Your turn.
Okay. Ben, are you near me?
I'm here.
Start reaching my hand out, and I'm gonna try to see if I can't grab your arm or hand or something like that.
I'll hold out a hand for you.
I grab the hand and I start going up. I was like, I'm sorry, but it works better in the neck. And I'll cast Cure Wounds as I stab one of my stims into your neck.
Jeez.
Now,
That is everybody's trying to kill me.
Not to be an asshole, but do you require Syker Cure Wounds? Let's find
It's a
out.
touch attack.
I know,
But yeah.
I know.
Let me double check.
We got to double check. A creature you touch. That's it. You're good. Okay. Yes. Go ahead and cast your spell. I had to be sure. 2024 is
fine.
weird.
New rules.
I will.
I'm sure Healing
Puppy
Word
power
would
to
have worked.
this.
Yeah, Puppy Power is expended and add a d6 to your check.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
sure. Yeah, I'm sure Healing Word wouldn't have worked probably.
I think that's
Don't
Yeah.
get it.
19 for Venn.
Lovely, thank you. That brings me out of bloodied.
I'm
What's it
really sorry about that. All right. Well, hope it's not too painful. You're gonna have to pull it out yourself. All right. I'm
It
gonna
feels
try
nice.
Yeah. No, the pain goes away immediately. All right, here we go. I'm gonna climb up this thing. Oh fuck. Yeah, it hurts. Okay. What do I need to do? Athletics.
So if you're climbing
Disadvantage?
that way, yeah, I need you. If you're going to climb that way, I need you to give me an athletics roll, please.
Disadvantage.
You're blinded. I'm gonna say yeah, it's disadvantage at this point, considering the situation. Jesus, Venn.
Hey, he's the one that-
Yeah. Okay. With an 11, you do cut yourself a couple of times, and you do suffer the following in slashing, Magnus. Five slashing to you, Magnus.
It's like everything's made of knives.
You begin crawling out of the pit. Any extra story sauce, Magnus?
Yeah, no, it's just I say that as I'm grabbing every freaking spike of these goddamn crystals to push myself up.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. I'm gonna listen. Actually, since I already did my action, I'm gonna go ahead and use the. Is my turret still up? Has it been a full hour yet?
I don't think so. That vision didn't take that long.
Okay, I will use a protector. Shit, can I do that before I go up?
Nah, I'm gonna be an asshole. Sorry.
Damn, fine. Me, 5, 2, fuck. Alright, yeah, shit. Alright, that's fine. I gotta be better about that.
That's okay. No sweats. And you gain 11 temps for yourself. All right, that takes us to Galsariad. We're going to finish off at the bottom of this initiative round, and then we'll kind of figure out what to do after that. Galsariad is going to do a thing. Okay. Galsariad's turn, he's going to use an bonus action called Distort Gravity once per day. Galsariad targets himself or one willing creature he can see within 60 feet, magically distorting gravity around himself. Any creature within 5 feet of the target takes 2d6 force damage. With no save, apparently. Maggie and Kitty both suffer 9 force. What are you doing? And with that, in addition, the target can use a reaction, which I will use, to float upward up to 20 feet without provoking opportunity attacks. So Galsariad is now 20 feet in the air.
I never knew how big the chamber was.
Wait, he can do that, or the target can?
He is the target. I'll read it again. Galsariad targets
Okay.
himself or one willing creature he can see within 60 feet, magically distorting gravity around the target, hereafter referred to as Galsariad. So yeah, everything within 50 feet, within 5 feet of him takes the force damage, and then that target can use a reaction to float upward up to 20 feet without provoking opportunity attacks. Blah blah blah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Okay.
I got it. Sorry.
That's no problem. That was my bonus action, and Galsariad will then use an action. He will zap somebody. Let's see here. Okay. He looks over at Aojabe and says, "Hold tight, my friend," and he casts a gravity wave in that direction, one of his functions. And Rook, this is going to be your problem in a moment. Okay, this is a recharge function for me, and Galsariad causes a rippling wave of magical gravity to fill a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point he can see within 100 feet of himself. I'm going to center this on Rook, because you're a problem. So
You know it.
okay, so I'm trying not to get AO in this. Okay.
Oh,
Let's
so
see.
you're going down into the pit on top of it.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull him down and yeah. Okay, each creature in that area must make a strength saving throw, please. So that was. Let me do that again. And yeah, so both of you kindly give me a strength saving throw, please.
Yeah, I guess you could 3D that one. Yeah.
I can definitely 3D that one.
Yep.
Rook, you fail, and Venn, you fail. Any rebuttals from you two? Okay, here's what happens. On a failed saving throw, the creature takes the following in force damage. Nope, that's... Whoa, Jesus Christ, that's the wrong integer. Whew.
Holy fuck.
30 force damage each, and are pulled 20 feet toward the sphere center.
I'm down.
Where the hell are they using the high levels? Are you trying to kill? Oh, I can't see shit.
Well, unfortunately, I can't do subdual damage on a spell. That's the problem.
No, you can't. You sure can't.
All right, Venn is down, and then Venn is also thrown into the spikes, unfortunately, which is another problem. Venn, you take one death save failure. Rook, you're also pulled 20. You're also pulled 20 feet towards the sphere center. I'll just put you there. Makes the most sense to me. And with a con saving throw, your spirit guardians collapses.
Yep.
And Venn, you're unconscious, so whatever you're concentrating on fades too. But I think Aloysia's dead already. All right. Venn is down, has failed one death save, and will be making death saving throws here in a moment. All right, that's it for Galsariad's turn, and that takes us to Maggie, as Maggie is going to do some swatting. You hear Ao cry out, "Knock it off! We're not trying to kill these guys!" And Galsariad says, "Maybe you're not." And then finally she says, "Pay attention, Gal. We're not trying to kill anybody here." "Oh, fine. It's just hard to do his spells." And at that point, Maggie uses one of her bonus actions once per day. She targets one creature she can see within 30 feet of herself and bolsters it with the words of encouragement. "Come on, Gal, get it together!" And that creature gains 15 temporary hit points. I will do that on Galsariad. That was her bonus action, and then after that, I'm going to start swatting Kitty. "Nothing personal, sweetie, just business." And she begins smashing the giant maul into Kitty. The first swing is a 12 to hit, which is a miss. And the second swing is a 17 to hit. No, correction, 18 to hit. You're reckless.
That hit.
Kitty. Okay. Kitty, you were dealt 9 bludgeoning damage. And with that, I'm going to force you using push to make a strength saving throw, please. 27, you save and are not pushed 10 feet and knocked prone. "Look, just give up already. It's ours." And that is the end of Maggie's turn. And I think that's where we're going to hold things for now. We'll pick it up with this. We'll pick it up with this battle on the next go around. So, with that, the worm is turned, my friends. Unfortunately, I can't go any later. I do have work in the morning, and I do have to take care of a couple things. So,
All good.
but at any rate, that concludes today's episode of Netherdeep. What do you guys think?
Oh
Pretty good
boy, it's gonna be real hard for not me to kill these guys after all this bullshit.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Certainly, Aloysia got in their heads a little bit, and also it's a bit strange for them right now. And I'm hoping you guys are able to maybe talk them down out of this. Just requires the next influence action to do.
Oh, the talker is unconscious, so
Yeah, like fully Magnus has no idea what happened, but he's gonna see Venn down, fully fucked up. And I'm like, nope.
yeah, I got like crystals sticking out of my chest, and speaking of which, I that's like an incline that I have to actively climb. Would I fall down on my next turn?
A good question.
It's like a ramp, though. It's like 30 feet from the top and then gradually goes down. If
Yeah.
that's what I was understanding. I'm sorry if I'm not.
No, you're understanding it correctly. It's fine. It's on a grade enough to cause like difficult terrain, and if you fuck up the athletics check, then you're rolling down and you're taking damage. It's bad.
You're getting cut.
Yeah, you're getting cut. That does it for tonight's episode of Call the Netherdeep. Anybody got anything to say before we close up shop?
That was
a lot
fun.
of
I
fun.
liked it.
Yep.
Good.
I was expecting the rivals to show up at some point, and I don't know, just
did.
the way that they showed up was fun.
Yeah.
Not
I was
good,
not
but fun.
expecting gunpoint and being like, I don't know why we're pointing weapons at these fuckers, but
Well, I mean, Aloysia gave them the same deal, pretty much, would probably be the best assumption. This is a business transaction. And, Leo's still salty about the fact that you guys have a jewel and she doesn't. That's mostly what it comes down to. Not to mention you slapped Galsariad around, so he's probably not too upset about this whole thing.
Yeah, he's the one that it's alright if you kill Kitty.
motherfucker sent a goddamn, basically a improved fireball at the party. I'm like, nope.
Yeah, bit rough. But anyway, that's going to do it. All right, in that case, I will see you guys in a week's time. Alan, I will get you the audio. And for everybody listening, this is Syker Somatic speaking for my players here on Netherdeep. We will see you guys the next episode. Thank you for listening, and have yourselves a safe week.
Night.
Night.